Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. My name is Shelby and today I am starting a weekly reading vlog. This week is kind of a slow week for me. It's this week that's kind of in between finishing up school and the craziness of the holidays, so I thought it'd be a nice fun time to just kind of relax and film and get some reading done. So that's why I decided to vlog this week. I'm really excited. I'm excited to be home. I'm excited to not have to worry about school, and I'm excited to read the book of the week, which is Beartown by Fredrik Backman. Fredrik Backman is one of those authors who I have been wanting to read for a really long time. I've heard so many really great things about his writing style and about him as a whole, and I've heard that Beartown is a good book to start with him. So this follows this town called Beartown, which is kind of secluded, and in the past they were really known for their hockey team, and they have had a losing streak, but for the first time in I think 2 decades, they have made it to the semifinals. So the entire town is abuzz, and you're kind of getting glimpses into all these different people's lives within the town, kind of the pressures they're under, and the game of hockey as a whole. I am about 30 pages into the book, and it's written in a really interesting way. It's kind of like third-person narration, and you kind of get little vignettes of people's lives. And we really haven't had kind of a catalyst yet. It's still early in the book. We're still getting a lot of setup, getting introduced to the characters. But I like that you're kind of hearing stories from multiple people's perspectives, because I think later on it's going to be really good to like see what happens in the town and to see it from a bunch of different angles. So I'm really excited to read this today and to kind of spend the week with you guys. I am planning to probably go to my favorite bookstore in my area. We'll probably be baking this week. Love to bake. And overall, we're just gonna have a really fun and cozy time doing fun winter activities. One of my favorite things recently has been to sit out on the porch. It's just so cozy. It's newly built, so I've just been really enjoying some like calm time out here with the dog. He's in his bed right now sleeping. But yeah, I've just kind of been having a blast so far. So that is the plan for the week. I'm going to actually go into town. I have a few errands to run. I absolutely love my hometown, so I'll show you guys a bit of that. And then we're gonna come back here and read some books. Wednesday. I got a lot of reading done yesterday in Beartown. I got to page like 100, I think, and I'm really enjoying it so far. I am kind of getting confused with all of the names and people that we've been introduced to. We've kind of been introduced to, I feel like, half the town at this point, and whenever we kind of get a new perspective in the book, I find myself having to like look back to see who the character is, because it's just very hard to keep track of them all. So I definitely might be making like a key for myself of all the characters and who they are. But essentially we've kind of reached the catalyst of the book. We know from the beginning of the book that something life-changing happens at the semi-final game for hockey in this town, and we are finally at the day of the hockey game. So I know that we're gonna get some kind of big scary reveal very soon, and I'm kind of like anxiously awaiting it. There's a lot of like tension, like for me, because like I know something's going to happen and you kind of just have to wait to see when it will happen. So I'm kind of like that. There's that suspense built in for the reader. I mean, just within the first 100 pages, this book touches on so many important topics like loss of a child, toxic masculinity, all these different things that I think are really important discussions. And, you know, the author is kind of getting them out there very early in the book. So I'm very curious to see like what's going to happen in like the next 3/4 of this book, because we've already done some really like hard-hitting stuff. So overall, I'm very excited to keep reading this today. I just got dressed and I'm about to go head out to have brunch with my sister. She is still in her finals week at college, but she goes to school near my house. So I'm gonna go meet her for brunch and then we are gonna keep reading. I'm hoping to bake today. I don't know if that will happen or not. I might have to bake tomorrow, we'll see. But yeah, that's kind of what's on the docket for today. Let's get going.
If I had a chance, I'd take it faster than a heartbeat. If I caught a glance, I'd run to you like nobody was watching. But it's so hard to get to you.
So I am the worst. I totally did not film anything after brunch yesterday. I didn't really have anything exciting to do anyway. I went to the dentist, which I know is thrilling, but not much to show you guys there. And I just kind of did some reading, and then last night we watched Hawkeye. By the way, if anyone is ever in the mood to talk about Marvel, I'm always here to chat. I love the new Hawkeye show, and last night's episode just blew my mind. But yeah, so I didn't really film anything, but I did want to give you guys an update today on Beartown. Yesterday, I kind of alluded to the fact that I was waiting on this big catalyst to happen at the big semifinal hockey game, and you kind of have this feeling of tension up until that game, this suspense, this darkness kind of clouding the narration of the story that kind of tells you that something bad is about to happen, and we finally got that event. I don't think I want to share what it is about because so much of the book is that suspense for the reader, and I think it's much more powerful if you don't know what's coming. So I'm not going to say what it was, but I definitely want to recommend, if you plan on picking up this book, to check the trigger warnings because it's a lot of sensitive content. Just make sure you know what you're getting into. I think that's the best advice I can give regarding the big event of the book. But now it's a new day in the book and everything has changed, and we have to kind of see how this very small town intends to deal with it, because this is a town that prizes its hockey players, who treats them essentially like gods, even though they're only 16 and 17-year-old boys. So what happens when something happens because of one of those hockey players? What will the town do? It's this really big moral dilemma, and we haven't really gotten to like the moment where everyone finds out about it. But I think that's going to happen soon. So I'm really interested to see what direction Frederick Bachman will take this. As I said, it's just amazingly written. It's so lyrical. I'm getting better with all the different names of people. I'm starting to kind of differentiate their voices in my own head. So yeah, I've just been really enjoying it. So it is Thursday and it is around 12:30 right now. I just had lunch and now I think I'm going to bake something. I said I was going to bake yesterday and I just didn't have time, but I do want to bake today. I purposefully ate lunch before baking because that way I'm so full I won't eat any of the batter or dough. And I think I'm going to make some cinnamon sugar soft pretzels. I've made them before and they were absolutely delicious. They're kind of the perfect warm treat for a cold day, and I'm really excited to make them. So I will drop the recipe down below if you would like to also try them. But yeah, let's get baking. It is 11 p.m. right now, and I just wanted to pop in and tell you guys that I finished Beartown, and oh my goodness, I'm kind of a wreck. This book, it's just such an in-depth look into the lives of this little town, and I really feel like I got up close and personal with each and every one of them. And it's just like, it's a snapshot of life almost. Like I can't even describe it. It's a snapshot of life, and that means we don't really get the resolution that we want, because it's life and life doesn't always have happy endings. And I think that's kind of what Frederick Bachman was trying to demonstrate in this book, that life doesn't always go the way we plan. And as much as I absolutely hate it, I understand it. And it was so profound. 5 stars. It was a 5-star read for me. I wasn't expecting this book to hit as hard as it did, but it did, and I'm so happy that I read it, and I cannot wait to read more of Frederick Bachman's books. So if you have a recommendation for where I should go next in terms of his books, let me know. I'm thinking of trying A Man Called Ove, but we'll see. So yeah, it was just an insanely good book. Because Beartown was so hard-hitting, I think I'm going to go for something a little lighter for my next read. I'm thinking a romance. I have been browsing my Kindle Unlimited library to see if there were any good ones on the list, and I saw one called Dear Ava. You can't really see the screen, but it's called Dear Ava by Ilsa Madden-Mills, and I've heard really great things about this book from a romance YouTuber named Chandler Ainsley. I'm obsessed with her. Like, her romance recommendations give me life. Her channel gives me life. It's fine. Whew. But she really likes this book, and it's a enemies to lovers standalone romance. It's about this girl who is in this school that's run by this like kind of clique called the Sharks, and she discovers that one of them is her secret admirer, and she has to kind of figure out which of these guys is the one writing her love letters. So I'm really excited to pick it up. I think I'm going to start it tonight. By the way, for those wondering, the cinnamon sugar pretzels turned out amazing. They were so tasty. I'm definitely gonna have one for breakfast tomorrow. I'm so excited. And before I wrap up this clip, I actually have a package I wanted to unbox with you guys. So if you are on Bookstagram or in the Instagram sphere, you might have heard of this bookish boutique called The Common Room. It is one of my new favorite boutiques online. The owner, Hallie, is just such a bright light, and I got some stuff that came today and I wanted to share it with you guys. Okay. First of all, how beautiful is this packaging? I'm kind of obsessed with it. I kind of don't want to like rip into it to open it, but I want the clothes inside more, so. Freaking hell. Are you kidding me? I had scissors next to me the whole time. I hate myself. Okay. So the first thing that I ordered was the winter solstice sweater in the brown sugar color. It looks like this. It's kind of like orangey brown. It's beautiful. It's so soft. I will leave a picture of it right here so you can get a good idea of it from the website. And I love these kind of neutrals, colors, browns, burnt oranges, tans, things like that. I've been really loving that color scheme lately. And this sweater just kind of looked like the perfect combo of that. I cannot wait to wear this. Also, in case you were wondering, all of the names of the clothing in her boutique are bookish related. So this is the winter solstice sweater from the A Court of Thorns and Roses series. So this is from her A Court of Thorns and Roses collection, and I'm just obsessed with it. Ooh, in the package there's also a little sticker sheet, which is so cute. I'm definitely going to be putting these somewhere, I don't know, but they're really cute stickers. Maybe I'll put them in my bullet journal. I don't know. I'm definitely going to use them though. So this next sweater is actually one of her original designs, and it is the To the Stars sweater. And it has the quote, "To the stars who listen," which is also from A Court of Mist and Fury, which is in that ACOTAR series. As I said before, this is one of her original designs, and it is absolutely stunning. It is so soft and cute. I like that it's like very minimal, and I feel like I can wear this anywhere, and people who understand it's a book reference will get it immediately, and if not, they'll think it's just a cute sweater. So I love this kind of like subtle bookish clothing thing, so I'm really excited to wear this one as well. Finally, the last thing I got were these really cute earrings. They are the Frost and Starlight earrings, also from Sarah J Maas's ACOTAR. I don't know if you can tell a theme with this haul, but I am absolutely obsessed with these. I can definitely see myself wearing these a lot. They are so cute. But yeah, those are the 3 things that I got from The Common Room. I'm so excited to wear them, and I just kind of wanted to share my haul and my love for the company. But yeah, that's it for right now. I'm going to start Dear Ava, and I will give you guys an update in the morning. guys, and happy Friday. As you can see, I am currently in my new sweater, which is so soft and cozy. I'm very obsessed with it. And I've kind of just spent the morning eating breakfast, reading Dear Ava, and watching the new episodes of The Witcher on Netflix. I'm a big fan of The Witcher and, Henry Cavill. So I've been really liking this new season so far. I just love the show so much. I highly recommend it. If you're a big fantasy lover, I think you'll like it, and it's on Netflix. But I'm not here to talk to you about The Witcher. I'm here to talk to you about Dear Ava. I am at chapter 9, about 27% through the book, and what I thought was going to be like a fun enemies to lovers romance is actually a little more intense than that. It has actually some similar themes to Beartown, which is completely coincidental. Like, I did not mean for that to happen. I just wanted a sports romance that had some angst, but no, it's a lot deeper. And I can see why Chandler Ainsley likes it so much. Like, the writing is really well done. It hits on heavy topics, and there's more to the story than just romance. And I feel like a lot of Kindle Unlimited romances are just kind of romance for the sake of romance, smut for the sake of smut. But you can really tell that there's something deeper going on in this book, and I'm really enjoying it so far. Right now we have our main character Ava, who went through a horrific experience her junior year and is now back after taking a little break at school. And she finds this note in her locker, as I said before, from a secret admirer. And while that's going on, we also get another perspective. We get the perspective of Knox, who is the quarterback on the football team. He is in this kind of elite clique at the school, and obviously he has some really mixed feelings about Ava, but we don't know if he's the one leaving the notes yet. So I'm really looking forward to finding out more as I read it. But yes, we're gonna keep reading, and that's really the day. As good a time as any to wrap up this vlog. It's a little later in the afternoon, and I finished Dear Ava. It was a pretty quick read despite some of the heavier topics within the book. I think that the author did a really good job kind of keeping the information necessary and not having the story go on too long, because that's when I tend to get bored. It was just overall a really great book. I loved watching Knox and Ava's relationship develop, and I think that all the choices that they made in the book were really natural and seemed very true to the characters, so that was also really exciting. I thought the smuttier scenes were also done really well. I loved kind of the slow burn of it all. I feel like we didn't really get their intimate connection until later in the book, and I actually really liked that because at that point you're so invested in the characters and their love story. It just was really good timing for it all, and I loved the ending. It was just a really nice book to read. I did give it 4 stars because there were no trigger warnings for some of the heavier stuff in the book, and it kind of came out of nowhere, and I kind of wish I'd known about that beforehand, and it kind of threw me off when I first started reading it. So I gave it 4 stars, but overall it's just a really great romance read. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I cannot believe I got 2 books done this week. I have been in such a reading slump recently in December. I don't know why, but I haven't read as many books as I usually do, which, sometimes that happens, sometimes that's completely natural, but I'm really happy that I got 2 books done this week. But yeah, they are both great. One's a 5-star, one's a 4-star. I call that successful. And I hope you guys had a great week. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. Hit the notification bell to get updates on when I post. I post every single week, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!